Hello everyone, it's dragonplatinum here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get the ice crown. Now this is for the game Mountaineers, and it's a custom game that was created for the winter event. So, as you can see here, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to walk up to this guy and you're going to talk to him. You don't need to talk to him if you don't want to, but I talked to him anyways. I just cut that out for you guys. But basically, after you've talked to him, he'll say like, oh yeah, you got to ride this whale, and if you can stay on the whale, they'll help you out. So it took me quite a while to actually finally get it, because I was just really bad at it for some reason. But here we go, here's my last attempt, I believe. And what you gotta do is you basically just gotta keep yourself balanced on it. It's not too hard, just lean to the sides that keep you balanced, and you'll finally beat it. But anyways, once you've beat the whale rodeo thing, there's a whale off in the distance that will now shoot some bubbles out of its blowhole, so that you can get up to a higher area. So this is good because that's what we need to advance to the next area. So as you can see here, if you guys just trace my footsteps, I'm going to speed up all of my walking and stuff to keep the video relatively short. But you guys can just follow it and slow it down if you have to. But we just got to walk all the way over there, and we got to go over to the whale. Now once we arrive at the whale, we're just going to go ride the bubbles up here, and then we're going to talk to this guy over here. Now once you go through all of his dialogue and stuff like that, he'll say like, oh yeah, I need like a rock bass. So he'll give you a fishing rod that you will have to equip, and you're going to use it to catch a rock bass. Now this is necessary because you're going to get some ice picks from him that will help you get to the next area, so you can keep progressing up the mountain to get your prize. So as you can see here, just he wants a rockfish, okay, cool dude, whatever. And then he'll say that we have to go and catch it in a pond that's nearby. Now, the fish is kind of glitched out. Don't know what's wrong with it, but you can see it in the water, so that kind of helps. Although sometimes it doesn't always work, so you might have to hop servers. But there we go, we equip it. And now, if you guys just go up like the little pathway just off to the right of where you saw me talking to him, I had to cut that part because it took me almost 10 minutes to find the fish. But you can see it's kind of floating around the water there, and then as soon as the like red exclamation mark goes off, you can reel your rod back in, and there you go, you got your rock bass. So then you can take it back to him, deliver the rock bass to him, and don't drop it on the ground, and he will give you the ice picks. Now once you've equipped your ice picks, you're going to want to go basically the left, like the opposite direction that you went to catch the fish. And you're going to want to go this way across these bridges, because you're going to want to climb up a little ice scaling minigame part. So it's not too hard. That's probably one of the easiest parts of the event. A lot of the stuff seems to be really glitchy, and that's what a lot of people are complaining about, at least right now. I don't know whether or not they're going to fix it, so I'm going to give you guys a couple fixes to some of the glitches in this video. One thing I know for sure is that if you're stuck in the sky, you're going to have to join a new game. I don't know why. You can try resetting. It works sometimes, but usually that just means you have to join a new server, and that really sucks. But anyways, here we go, just climbing on up. Gotta avoid all them icicles so you don't take one in the face. Don't know how I avoided that one, but whatever. And so we go up here. You're going to keep walking, and now we're going to be going into a little cave. So I just sat here, I had like a bunch of people with me, so I just sat up here for a couple seconds, waiting for them to catch up, and then we took off. Alright, so we jumped down here, and I had to cut this part out as well, because you can do a minigame here. I did do it, but it didn't seem that it was necessary for completing the event. But basically, if you walk away from the guy that I walked up to there, there's another cave entrance that is over here, and it will lead you into a mine. Now, this mine is probably one of the glitchiest parts that I personally had, because for some reason it wouldn't let me collect stuff or hand it in. I don't know why, but I got some fixes for that, so I can tell you guys what to do. So you're going to talk to this miner, he'll give you a pickaxe, and you're going to have to go and look for some silver ore that you're going to have to mine. So as you can see here, this is what silver ore looks like. You basically just smash your mouse against it until you mine it up. It's a little bit glitchy sometimes on the mining part, but that's okay. And you're going to need 5 of these in order to get the boots that he's going to give you as a reward. Now these boots are what's going to basically help you beat the boss and beat the game and get the ice crown. But there is a little bit of a glitch with the boots. Sometimes when you hand them in, you won't actually get them. A fix I found for this is if you go into your inventory, sometimes you might have like some clutter or something like that in the inventory. If you clear out your inventory before you go and talk to him, he should be able to give you the boots, and that should fix it for you. So just make sure that there's an empty space in your inventory so that the boots can be put in your inventory and you can be able to wear them. But there we go, we've got our boots. So now this part is a little bit of a glitch because right now what the game wants you to do doesn't work. So big shout out to all the fans that were here that helped me out do this part because I was having a hard time trying to figure it out myself. If you go back down to where the diver is and you did like that diving minigame that isn't totally necessary, but you can do it if you want a free badge. If you go around this back part here, you can get into a little bit of a glitchy area. So I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to let you guys follow my steps. I'm just going to point this out right away. Some of the jumps are really hard. I don't know if they're going to patch this right away. So as of right now, this is working. There is an elevator located in the mine somewhere that you can find and use that. But right now, this is the easiest way to do it and get up to the boss battle. So I wish you the best of luck on this, and I hope that they don't patch this. Alright, so after you've climbed up that little hill, I had to cut this, because this is like the next day that I spent recording on this, because for some reason I was having a really hard time with the boss battle, and he kept killing me every time I came up to him. But you're going to go in this mansion here. Now this is also another one of the most glitchy parts of the game, is the actual boss battle itself. Now the reason it's so glitchy is that if you die, it sends you up in the air, and as I said previously in the video, if you get stuck in the air, you're pretty much stuck for good. For some reason, the game won't let you reset back on the ground unless you spam reset like a bunch of times, but even then it doesn't work all the time. But after your countdown is done, you'll go into the boss battle room. You're going to be fighting this giant mech, it looks like. So the tip to beating this mech is you're going to want to have your boots of like the double jump equipped, because you're going to have to be able to press space twice to keep yourself on top of the mech. Now, personally, I found it easiest to get him while he's like bent over to pick up something. So if you wait for him to bend over again, pick up something, you can get on his like the glass dome. Now, this is the part that you're going to want to keep hitting with your jumps. Sometimes it doesn't hit all the time. I don't know exactly why that is. But after you've hit him for enough time, he'll switch into another phase where he has like a buzzsaw and like a sweeper. But after you've done enough damage to it and you run his life bar out, you will get a cutscene. Now if you don't get this cutscene, your game is glitched. Again, really sucks this happened to me. You're going to have to reset. You have to go to a new server and try the boss battle all over again. But after you beat him, you'll have a little cutscene here with Scrooge. He'll tell you about some stuff about the rest of the game. I think there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can do in the game, like buying houses and decorating and stuff. But if you're only here for the ice crown just like myself, you just skip through all this dialogue and you'll be awarded your prize. So yeah guys, again, this is probably one of the glitchiest games that has come out of this event so far. I'm really wishing you guys the best of luck on it. I guess a lot of people have been having a hard time with it. That's why I've spent such a long time trying to work on the video, because I wanted to see if I could cover all bases and hopefully figure out some fixes for some popular glitches. The most popular being like the fish not respawning all the time, so you might have to join new servers. Basically, everything can be fixed by joining new servers, which sucks, but it's the easiest way to do it. But anyways, guys, I hope this video really helps. I tried my best to make it as easy to follow as possible because this game is kind of a mess right now. So hopefully it does help. If it did, feel free to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, guys, we do have a fan group on Roblox. If you want to join that, feel free to. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. As always, rest links and everything is in the description below. And yeah. But anyways, guys, as always, it's Dragon Platinum, signing out. Peace out, guys. Bye.